and go live via other platforms. I still have a little bit of a cold, so bear with me on that one. Whoa. Hang on. Monitor just went. That's all. Okay, I'm back. Catastrophe averted? Alright. So for those of you that have been here with us before, tonight is Sea-Doo Sunday, which we will be playing Wave Race 64 pretty much as fast as we can. I'm realizing now I need to get a little bit closer to my microphone. But hey, you'll have that. Anyways, it is Sea-Doo Sunday, so tonight we'll be playing Wave Race 64, just like we do every Sunday and Wednesday. And our goal is to basically beat the game as fast as we can. Right now we are playing through individual levels, learning how to play the game, learning how to get better. And so tonight we will probably pick like one or two to focus on. One of them is going to be Drake Lake, just because it's freaking awesome and that's the one I like to play a lot. But I don't know about the other one right now. I'm really not sure. I'm open for suggestions there, and we could potentially throw a third one out there. We'll just see how frustrating everything is tonight and how things are going. So we're going to kick it off in Drake Lake. And I recognize some of you are probably tired of watching me play Drake Lake, and that's fine. I get it. I'd be tired of it too. But we'll start out there, and then I'll open it up for some user suggestions for what course should we be playing. Anyway, I hope everyone's had a good week. We were hanging out last night. We were actually playing some Toe Jam and Earl on the Sega Genesis. That was a lot of fun. Still haven't beat it yet, but last night was as close as we've been. We made it all the way to level 22. I believe that we had 2 ship parts left to get. And this is a pretty, I want to say terrible, but pretty sloppy opening run. Ah! My thumb slipped off the joystick. I know all of you could definitely tell that. But hey, thanks for hanging out with us this lovely Sunday evening. I don't know where you're at in the world, but in my neck of the woods, the weather was just absolutely beautiful today. It was warm. I wouldn't say overcast, but a little bit cloudy. So there was a little bit of relief from the warm. Always a plus. Went out and did some real Hank Hill stuff today. Mowed the grass. Did some watering. Applied some lawn nutrients. Give the grass some good food to eat. You know, make it turn that really nice shade of green that everyone likes. But now it's time to end the week. Tomorrow is Monday. And I have found that Sea-Doo Sunday is kind of my palate cleanser for the week. Kind of wraps everything up, gets me calmed down, gets me in the right headspace for our work tomorrow. Even though I get super frustrated that I just can't nail this course the way I want to. I feel like we're close. I've said it before, we're doing a lot of good things here. Ah! That not being one of them. Yeah, you definitely don't want to see that. That's bad form. Yeah, we'll definitely be playing Toe Jam and Earl again. I don't have it on the schedule. Because that's a little bit more just spur of the moment gameplay. But we're going to play it until we beat it. Ah, jeez. Yeah, and I have spent a little bit of time in South Texas. And I can tell you the weather in South Texas does not compare to the weather here in Central Ohio. Because what I consider mild here in Central Ohio is 1,000 degrees in South Texas. I'll never forget one of my first trips to Texas. I get on an airplane here in Ohio, and there's snow on the ground, and I'm all bundled up. And by the time I got to Dallas, you know, it was like a night and day change from, you know, being cold, and I literally shoveled snow before I left the house that morning. Yeah, but then I get to Texas, and you know, I get to my final destination in Texas, and I think one of the first sounds I heard was someone mowing their grass, and I'm like, holy crap, you know, they're mowing their grass down here? It's January. I didn't know you could mow grass in January. It's like, for some reason, the climate difference just didn't register for me until I heard someone with a lawnmower in Texas. Yeah, we made it to level 22 in Toe Jam and Earl last night. And we are going to play Toe Jam and Earl until we beat it. I don't care what that ice cream man has to say. We're going to beat it. We're going to finish the ship. Yeah, we made it all the way to Homie last night. That was the first time we'd been homies. I was really excited. There was one level, the elevator dropped us off pretty much exactly, only like one grid away from where the next elevator was. That was pretty awesome. This has actually been my first time playing Toe Jam and Earl too. So we've played it 3 times now. But I just never played Toe Jam and Earl before now. Even though I was a Genesis kid. That was my console. But if I did play Toe Jam and Earl, which I probably did at some point, as a kid, it didn't grab my attention. The one Toe Jam and Earl thing I do remember is from the Sega Genesis light gun. They had a Toe Jam and Earl like spin-off where you shot tomatoes, obviously, at things. I played the heck out of that, but that wasn't like legit Toe Jam and Earl. Ah. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a really good one. I mean, still, 114, that's not too shabby, but I thought we were on track to do something better than that. All right. Tell you the one thing that I probably missed the most about Texas, and I'm probably gonna say it wrong, but kolaches. Those things were everywhere. And they're like nowhere to be found here. Okay. So far, not too shabby. That wasn't so great, but, you know, it happens. Oh, no, that was pretty gross. Yeah. Okay, second lap was pretty terrible. A 25-second lap? That's not going to cut it. That is not what we're looking for. Yes, Stevie, so ToeJam and Earl were actually only streaming on Twitch right now, too, so you might want to give us a follow on Twitch, so that you don't miss that. Ah! Ugh. That really gave me some anxiety. Oh no. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, for the scheduled stuff, we distribute to multiple platforms, but for the one-off, you know, just screwing around stuff, we pretty much keep that to Twitch right now. Might expand it one of these days, but for now, that's just what makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with that one. Oh, jeez. So I have been talking with a game developer that is working on not an updated wave race, but working on building a jet ski game in Unity. And I've been telling them that the one mechanic I want to see, because they said that they were actually considering changing it from jet skis to boats, because the player mechanics were really tough to pin down in the jet ski. And I said, well, that's easy for me. Just lock their hands on the handlebars and let their body do whatever. And so I've really been putting some pressure on them, like, hey, you know, you should give this a shot, just because I think it'd be absolutely hilarious. Imagine this guy going around right now, and the only thing connecting him to the jet ski is his arms. And, you know, no gravity, no whatever, and his body's just flopping around, you know, doing whatever. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. And I would love to see a jet ski game actually try and implement that.
3, 2, 1.
I know they're trying to wrap up another game now before they start on this, but that's been my one thing that I've added to like the backlog. Like, hey, player mechanics, just let them do whatever. Oh, saw that one coming. Right? Doesn't that sound hilarious? There was a golf game that I got to play at a convention several years ago now. It's actually on Steam now, but it's called Speedy Golf. And I haven't played it since it's been on Steam, but whenever he was at the convention with it, you know, kind of showing it off, he was... So the whole idea of Speedy Golf is you play a round of golf, and your goal is to have the lowest score and the fastest time. So the timer actually would start from the time you teed off, and it would stop whenever the ball went in the hole. And what made the game unique was you didn't, like a standard golf game, you know, you'd hit the ball, and then your player would show up where the ball landed. Well, that's not the case in Speedy Golf. In Speedy Golf, you have to run to where your ball landed, so you have to like take off running. So you hit the ball and you just immediately take off running. And there's power-ups along the way. But the developer was having a really hard time, from what I understood talking with him at the time, actually getting the mechanics right for a golfer running with a golf club. So what he had that he was showing off at the convention, and to me it was like my favorite part of the game, was the golfer would take off running, and he would just immediately, with the golf club in hand, put his arms up over his head and just start doing this deal, because he had taken the mechanics from like another game that was like a night game, and it was, you know, he basically replaced the sword with a golf club. But for me, it was hilarious, and it like made the game so like you hit the ball, and then this guy just takes off running with his arms over his head. And yeah, I loved it. More games need to take themselves less seriously. I just like that little quirky touch that gets thrown in there. Ew, jeez. I think that section back there with the post is the most anxiety-inducing thing in this entire game. It's like, I don't care how clean I go into it, how well I have my line set up. Every time, it's just like, Well, what are you doing here, man? What are you doing here? Ah. Go. Ah. Hopped a little there on the island. That was... like I'm using the... yeah. I think at some point I... yeah. Wait, which background? Are you talking about the like the background back behind me via webcam? Because yes, that is real. But you know, like the geometric shapes and stuff, that is not real. Oh yeah, this stuff's all real. So you know, you got wrong direction there. Yeah, so you got just all my random crap back there. There's even more if I were to pan the camera this direction. It's a problem. It's a real problem. It's a problem because I'm a hoarder. And I'm just always collecting random crap. Other than that, though, it's cool. I mean, I'm happy with the result, but I buy a bunch of stuff, and I hunt down a bunch of stuff that essentially just, you know, comes to live on a shelf in my basement. It's all good. Yeah, I've told a lot of folks I'm not a retro gamer. I'm a retro collector. Because I definitely find more joy in actually collecting everything than I do actually playing it. Not that I don't enjoy playing things, but I don't know, there's something about just collecting it all. Oh, yeah, I have played Jet Moto, but it has been a long time. I was not a PlayStation kid, so the extent of my experience with Jet Moto was probably standing in Kmart, looking up at one of those TVs and just playing Jet Moto while my parents, you know, shopped. Ah. Yeah, I will say, Shadow Lagger. There's a couple of things that you can see right now that I'm really proud of in my recent collection, and that is the orange Little Caesars sign. So this is the Little Caesars NHL hockey room. I am officially in some weird contract with them to where I sold the naming rights to the studio. It was actually a really fun experience. And then the Doritos 3Ds. I was actually sent that display by their marketing department because I participated in the comeback campaign and actually got to provide feedback on like the actual packaging design and stuff like that. Or bringing Doritos 3Ds back to existence. And so that was a lot of fun. And so having those two things here recently has just been, you know, a couple of things that's really cool back there. There's some other stuff too, but maybe I'll do a room tour one of these days. Because there is some like really cool stuff back there, and there's some like really cool non-retro or gaming stuff, just weird stuff I've encountered over the years. Oh man. Oh no, I definitely don't work in marketing. They actually found me on Twitter. I have a fairly large Twitter following. And that's how I got in touch with them there. I actually... Oh gosh, let's see, what do I do for a living? So I'm an engineer that... Let's see, so I started life as an engineer. Then I transitioned into data analytics. And now I dabble in analytics, technology, engineering. It's hard to describe. But I love my current job. It's freaking awesome. I've been with the same company pretty much my whole career, ever since I graduated my first round of college. I've since gone back a couple of times. But yeah, definitely not marketing. It's pretty far from marketing. Actually, if any of my coworkers are watching, you know, hi guys. I'd be really surprised if you were, but here we are. Yeah, streaming on Twitch or having a social media presence, period, is pretty obscure in my career path. Obviously not trying to get too specific, but yeah, I'm definitely not the creative type when it comes to career. I think I'm trying to optimize that corner right after the island too much, because what it's getting me into is I'm starting to clip it. I'm losing some time. We're over here racing the GPS. Whoop, that was way too wide. Yeah, thinking back to playing games, it's like one of the things that are collecting games. One of the things I don't have right now is I have no like in-store displays, and I would love to have one of those in-store kiosks. Yeah, the Kmart comment kind of reminded me of that. But that, or like, I know McDonald's, they had N64s in their lobbies back in the day, that were like in the play place area. That would have been really cool. There's actually a place here locally that still has like the GameCube kiosk, and it's not like they've collected it, it's literally still in use. And I've tried to get them to consider, you know, selling it. And I'm like, I will replace it with a more modern day setup for you. And they haven't bit. Alright. We'll take a couple more runs around the lake here. We might move on to a new course. Been trying to mix it up a little. I know it's not super fun for everyone. You know, sitting watching the same thing over and over. Really good first lap. Really bad start of the second lap. And we're done. Yeah, talking about the stuff hanging out here behind me. I'm actually going to be replacing the small shelves like directly behind me. I've just been waiting on literally the materials to come back in stock to do so. Yeah, we're essentially going to make the shelving to my left just kind of wrap around the wall over there. And I have all sorts of stuff, like literally in boxes right now, that will be able to find a home there. And I'm really excited about that.
3, 2, 1.
What would make me really happy tonight, though? I don't know that I'm going to be able to beat the 1:13 time for all 3 laps. I would love to beat my 23.5 single lap record. Gosh, I'm not going to do it like this though if I can't even get a max power. Come on, guys. Alright, now I'm getting frustrated. Anyways, it's Sunday night. How's everyone's week been? Everyone been having fun? I think Sunday night is actually my least favorite night of the week. And I didn't realize that until recently. And that's actually why we do the stream on Sunday night, is to try and make it a little bit better. Tuesday night is my favorite, which is a weird night. But hey. Well. Alright. I'm going to do one more solid attempt at this guy. Then we're going to move on to another course. Just so it's... because right now I feel like we're... yeah, see, we're diminishing returns right now. We don't need this. Let's go do some Southern Island. Unless anyone else has any suggestions. Look at that, right off the hop. Alright, we're gonna roll with it. I haven't played this course enough to... oh, jeez. I swear people are gonna quit watching if this is the quality that they're going to expect. There we go. So far, so good. Got some nice blue water. Got some nice waves out here today. Pretty good first lap. Yep. Typically would have gone to the left of that guy, but you know, sometimes you gotta improvise. Oh man, that was going good too. Aside from all the mistakes I made, it was going really well. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. That's the thing with the line over the boat. It's, you can take a more direct route by going to the left of the mast. But whenever you do that, you really risk that wave dipping down and getting hung up on the actual boat itself. Jeez, I did that last time too. Oh. Come on. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go to the right of the mast. We're going to play it safe this time. Alright, pretty good first lap. Not bad. Not too shabby. Oh, no, no, no. We threw it all away. To the right of the mast again. Got it real close around the pier. Man. There's like some real optimization you can do with the waves through there. Okay, got in the sand a little bit there. Alright. Oh, a pretty good second lap. Ooh, game gave me that one. Did not earn that, that's for sure. Alright. Oh, no!
You almost had it.
$120, that's pretty terrible. I knew I was cutting that too close. Oh, jeez. Oh, favorite N64 games. So I'm gonna be really cliche, and I'm gonna say GoldenEye is probably my all-time favorite. And the reason that GoldenEye is my all-time favorite, it's not because like I absolutely love the gameplay, which I did, but it was because that is the one that I look back on, and that really started the aspect of social gaming for me. Not that it was the first game that I played in a social setting, but it was the one that kind of opened it up to the big group play. Because before that, you know, we would play like Sonic and Road Rash and Afterburner and Mario, and you'd hand the controllers around. But with GoldenEye, now a crowd can play, and so that's probably like my all-time favorite. And that led us into other games like Halo, later on in life. But other games, I really like Cruisin' USA. It was a really solid arcade port to the N64. At that time of my life, it was something that I played a lot in, not an arcade, but like you'd see Cruisin' USA a lot, out in the wild. And so being able to play that at home was really cool for me. And Vigilante 8, I think, was a super underrated game that a lot of folks probably didn't play, but I loved it. It was like N64's version of Twisted Metal. I'm trying to think, what were the other games that I really loved? I mean, obviously I was always a pretty big Wave Race fan. I don't know. I mean, the game that I think a lot of folks really say is Mario 64, which I liked, but I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites. I mean, I'd go back and play it. It has a lot of nostalgia for me. But it's like, if there were 4 games in a pile and you got to get rid of one of them, and Mario 64 is there, I mean, it's not going to be the one that I try to keep. Oh, gee whiz. But yeah, I really liked arcade ports. So there was a really good port of Hydro Thunder on 64. There's always Duke Nukem 64. There were actually a couple of Duke Nukems. I think 0 Hour was the one that I played the most. Oh gosh, Tony Hawk. I don't think I ever beat Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the blue cartridge. But those first couple levels, I played the heck out of them. Same way with 1080 snowboarding. I really like 1080. But I don't feel like it's because I really played the game as intended. I just like screwing around in 1080. Oh, got it too close. What about you, Stevie? What would you say your let's say your top 3? What's your top 3 N64 games? think it's really hard to really boil it down to, okay, what are your top games? I'm trying to think of games that I didn't like too. I've also got to differentiate a bit too, because my N64 catalog as a kid was very limited. N64 games were expensive, so I didn't get to play a lot of them. And now me as an adult, I mean, I have almost a complete US collection and working on a Japanese release collection. So it's like, the world is my oyster, right? Ah! Oh boy. Yeah, GoldenEye was like a gateway drug for us. And I typically only say GoldenEye, but whenever I talk about GoldenEye, I'm normally lumping GoldenEye and Perfect Dark in together. Because for the way that we played, which was multiplayer, the two were pretty much the same game. It's just which map do you want to play, you know, which weapon set do you want to use? Do you want to use GoldenEye or do you want to use Perfect Dark? But I would say that was like the gateway drug though for Halo for us. Because whenever Halo rolled around, it's like we were veterans for this multiplayer, you know, first-person shooter type game. You know, we were ready for Halo, and I feel like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark really prepped us for that. You know, Jet Force Gemini is really good, but that is one I definitely didn't play until I was in my 30s, probably. Just because that was one none of us had when we were kids. Yeah. You know, it's alright to be basic every now and then. I liked Mario 64, it's just, I don't know. It's like, I couldn't sit down and just play Mario 64. It always had to be like someone else's idea that, hey, we're gonna play Mario 64. It's like, okay, whatever. But man, like if I was sitting down playing alone, probably gosh, I was just playing games by myself, like not socially. It probably would have been Tony Hawk or 1080 snowboarding that I spent the most time in, with Cruisin' USA being third. Tony Hawk, I could just sit and play that for just hours and not make any real progress. Just doing, you know... Oh, jeez! Just doing, super basic, like, button mashing type tricks. I'm pretty sure I got my 64 pretty close to launch. But... I only had, like... I probably only had 5 games for it growing up. I know I say this every stream, and for those of you that are regulars, I apologize, but I am currently playing on my childhood N64, and it is my original copy of Wave Race, and I am playing on a CRT TV that was in my bedroom whenever I was a kid. All the way down to it's the same like TV stand and everything, so me being a porter slash pack rat has really paid off all these years because, yeah, it's still here. It all still works. And it's still bringing me joy to this day. So thanks, Dad. Ah, beached it a little there. Oh, jeez. Thought I was going to hit the ship back there. Don't. Oh. I swear I'm going to finish this one of these days.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
3, 2, 1,
Okay, so we are going to finish this course and immediately move on as soon as we do. Because this is frustrating as all get out. There we go. Ugh. That buoy immediately after the boat is very forgiving. So I think my biggest memory of Mario 64 is probably just throwing the baby penguin off the cliff. Yeah, I'm not restarting this one again. We're just going to finish it.
you almost had it.
Yeah, we're done here. Alright, you can hear me now. Alright, on that note, we're going to make a couple more laps back on Drake Lake. Just because that's the one I really want to make progress on. But then we're probably going to call it a night here shortly, since it is Sunday. We've got work tomorrow. We got stuff to do. Can't just be sitting here playing video games all night as much as I would like to. I already tell you this one's not going so hot. Golly. Ah. Ah. Okay, not the best first lap. Even though I thought it went pretty well. I mean, I know we made some mistakes. Mistakes were made. But I still thought we were going to be able to edge out a fairly good first lap. 26 seconds though, that's... son of... I will say, for Wednesday night stream, there is a chance that we will be running the stream from a new PC, but it is a slim chance, because we are still waiting to see if my screw up earlier in the week where I had the new PC parts sent to the wrong address is corrected or not. I don't think we'll actually know that until they're delivered. But if they're delivered before Wednesday... oh, gee whiz. We will be streaming Wednesday night from a new PC. If not, who knows? I have no clue what it's going to look like trying to get those guys back. I will say there are a couple of pieces here in hand, but not enough to make a computer. I've been anxiously watching the UPS tracking to see if they get rerouted. As of right now, they're still on their way to the old address. I'm hopeful, but I'm realistic in the fact that they may not make it here. A really good salamander through there. That last lap was really good. hell. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't the best. Okay, a little bit of contact there. Ah, jeez. So close. That might be a top 3. Yep, that's top 3. A C for Craig, L for my last name, and it. Alright, one more time around. And we're gonna call her a night. Yeah, thanks, Stevie. Obviously, I've had at least one better, but we're getting there. I would challenge everyone to dust off the old N64 and give her a go, because it's a really good time. I know it's got to be repetitive, you know, just watching me restart over and over and over, but you know, it's just what you got to do. Oh, geez. Almost hit the last toothpick there. Oh my gosh! No! Oh, if I wouldn't have hit that last wall. Oh, that was like personal best stuff right there. That was going to be like a 113.5. Ah, brutal. Well, I'm glad you find it relaxing, Stevie. I find it borderline relaxing and frustrating all at the same time. I can't believe I hit that wall. That was rough. I flew too close to the sun. And I'm gonna have nightmares about that one I threw away tonight. Oh, jeez. If I would have just clipped the wall too and kept going, I still think I would have been like in personal best territory. But no. No, I had to plow right into it. Now I'm all thrown off. Alright. We gotta wrap this up, so... I've gotta get one good finish in before we just call it a night, though. There we go. Oh, no.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Come on now. I'm pretty sure the record here is in like the 109 territory. Which I don't know how I'm going to get to 109, but you know, one of these days. Yeah, this one's pretty ugly. Ugh. Ugh, 116? Gross. Alright, one more time. One more time. And the water, you. Go, 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 go. Come on, go fast. Don't hit the buoys, you coward. No. Alright. Get loosey-goosey through there. Don't hit one of those guys. Don't hit the wall this time. Alright, 114.5. So on that note, I do have to call it a night. Stevie, thanks for stopping by. Thanks to Shadow Liger as well for swinging by, and for the rest of you that are lurking out there. I am old. It is time for bed, but come back for Wave Race Wednesday, and then sometime throughout the week or next weekend we'll be playing more Toe Jam and Earl. That will be exclusive on Twitch, so make sure that you follow, like, whatever it is that you do on Twitch. But yeah, be sure to check us out on social media, because I tweet, Instagram, that good stuff all the time. But always like connecting with everyone. And yeah, until next time, thanks for swinging by. And yeah, I'm excited to meet up with everyone again. Have a great week, everyone.